Alright, let's get this started with 50 great short stories. No accent. 50 great short stories. Today's our 42nd story, and let's get this started with. First off, main currents of American song. Let's get it started with right now. Alright, first off, this is written by Irwin Show, and it's basically about this guy, and he just writes radio scripts for a living, and he gets like $50, $10 per script, as long as it's accepted. That works out, and he's basically the breadwinner in his family because his dad is 90 years old and is about to die, and he's trying to live as long as possible. Yeah. And his mom is like, I'm doing my housework because I don't want to work. Apparently, that's what basically her idea is. And she basically, all mothers should work and do housework. And I'm going to be an example.
Yeah.
That's basically the mom, and she literally does this very big vacuum cleaner in the night, which the son, of course, is annoyed and shouts at his mom saying, stop the vacuum cleaner and sleep at night. Except it's actually, that basically happens. She doesn't do it anymore, and she just complains about it too.
Yeah.
Okay, Mom, chill. And then, of course, there's his sister who does piano lessons. She's 24 years old. I'm not sure how she just goes ahead and do all these. And she says, I want to be the best piano person in the world and get this boyfriend of mine. Get a boyfriend. So basically that happens, and he's like, man. And our main character's like, man, I'm going to get broke soon enough. And he basically loans his money all the way to everyone else. Most of them to his mom, because his mom doesn't work at all. For reasons disclosed already. Next thing that happens is that he realizes that everything seems to work out pretty well until one day the bank guy calls and he's like, hey, you've overwithdrawn. By how much, sir? $149. Keep in mind, this is the 20th century. Sir, I have $400 in my bank account. No, sir, you have minus $197 in your bank account. I'll pay it back. You better do it before we freeze your bank account. Okay, sir, that happens, and he's like, man, I need to take a total of my bank account balances, and he takes it up, and he realizes it is minus 100 and something else, which actually puts him into deeper depression. And to top it all off, his mom's annoying him again by vacuum cleaning while he's trying to sleep at day, and she's complaining to him saying, why don't you sleep at night like everyone else? Gotta have a good point there, and of course you can't argue with a mom. That works out. And next thing that happens is that, wow. Next thing that happens is that now it's literally time to go ahead and do your work. Sure, your ideal may be to do housework. Every mom might need to do housework. However, I need to work because if I can't work, you don't have money to live like this. He's like, well, I'm cleaning the house. Do you want rats or not? Bye bye. Does the very loud vacuum cleaner. I'll do some work. He tallies them up, and then his sister comes in and is like, hey, I need $50. And he's like, why? I need this dress. For a dress, $50 for a dress. And next thing that we know is that, fine, $50. Don't you dare ask me for more money. Thanks, bro. Goes ahead to gets the dress. Like, alright, finally can sleep. Dad, hey, son, I need $90 for my chief. And he's like, fine, Dad, here, you're only doing this because you're old and you're about to die. He's like, thanks, son. And his mom's like, hey, I need $100 for the house. What? $100? Rent time. Good point. Here, I live in here too, so it's worth it. Yay! It's like, and then his brother comes in and he goes ahead and gives away a lot and lots of money, $100 to Spain, and he goes ahead, tries to work his radio scripts in the meantime. Next thing that happens is that, okay, alright, I'm sick of this. I'm not giving you guys any more money, and now I'm going to go ahead and play some baseball with those 12-year-olds over there. Hey guys, want to play some baseball? Yeah, mister. Wow. I didn't actually expect that. And that happens. And next thing that we know is that he plays baseball, and that's it. So what's the whole point of the story? It's called Main Current American Thought, which apparently is also the name of a book in this story. And that realizes that maybe sometimes you actually over-rely on someone. Yeah, if it's a pretty big family, you're basically just going to have to over-rely on someone, then it's just not going to be useful too. all you have to do is probably think of the others too. Maybe the person you rely on has other people relying on them, and eventually, if all of you take away things at once, like he only has $200, but all of you in total need or want $400, then you're definitely gonna lose some money, and that reliance is gonna be gone, and you're gonna have to do all the hard work. You have to go ahead and be steady. Just think about them. It's like asking your mom for iPhones every day. It's not like my mom can buy iPhones every day. Can you? Of course not. That would be stupid too. And basically, this whole thing just basically goes ahead and tells us about what the average American family, well, at least back then, where there's this breadwinner, and the breadwinner had to work for everyone. Usually it's the dad, unless the dad's too old. That's usually the son. If there's no son, then it's the mom. If there's no mom, then it's probably the daughter, and so on and so on. It just depends on who can work and who's basically the oldest, who's the most male, and who's the It depends on age, gender, and well, gender's not usual. But however, if there is no male, then it's usually a male. However, there is no male; it's a female, and also apparently their working ability. And also, it might actually help to loosen the load. You could help them too. That's about it. I guess that's what we get from here, that stop relying on them yourself. You should rely on yourself. You can't grow up if you keep relying on someone else. And that kind of works out too. Also, I do have to ask my mom a question. Mom, can you afford an iPhone every day? Did you say yes? Okay, that was... I'm shocked right now. Okay, see you guys soon. Until next time, peace. Bye-bye. Please wear a helmet.